What up guys, how's it going? So earlier on last week I uploaded my review for my time with the Tom Clancy The Division beta review. So I'll put a link in the description below to my blog site so you can check that out or take a look. But one of the main things that came out of my blog review was the whole morality system side of The Division. It's something that I kind of commented on, and I said that I think that the game would really benefit from. So for those of you familiar with the Division or played the beta, you'll be familiar with the Dark Zone. For those of you who haven't played the Division, the Dark Zone is the area of the map that's completely contaminated. So there's no law there. It's where all the online players gather. And the main objective of the Dark Zone is to collect loot. So while you're in the Dark Zone, the loot that you're going to get there is going to be higher level weapons, higher level armor. So you know there's a great benefit to going into the Dark Zone. The downside to that is that every other online player is also looking for the same loot. And they don't necessarily care how they get it. So they're either going to take out AI players, they're going to take out, or they're going to search out loot containers and get it the kind of the honest way as such, or they're going to take you out, which you know happened a hell of a lot to me in the beta. So when you're in the Dark Zone, there's two states of where your character will be. They'll either be normal, and they'll be represented by a white kind of health bar or information bar above your name, or you'll be rogue, which will be represented by a red bar and a skull above your head. The guys that have gone rogue are ones to stay away for. If you want to extract your loot successfully, you're going to want to stay for or steer away from extraction points where there's loads of rogue players. That means the rogue players are going to hunt you down and they're going to kill you to steal your loot. My biggest problem with this is that there's no way of telling a prey or seeing a player's history. So even if they're not necessarily rogue at one point in time, you don't know if they've been rogue in the past. So when you're a rogue player, if you get taken out by another player, you go back to your respawn or the checkpoint, and you come back in as a normal player. So to you and me, they just look absolutely normal. There's no reason to fear them. But there's no indication of whether you should fear them. There's no indication to say whether they're a repeat offender. So you know that I think is really hard to help. Or it doesn't help the trust issues. So you know if there's an extraction point and all the players are white, you don't know if they're going to take you out anyway, because that's what they usually do. So for me that was really frustrating. You know, you're in an extraction point, you've got loads of players around, you think okay fine, these guys are all okay, they're going to help me extract all of our loot. As soon as that chopper comes in, everyone turns on you and you're left with nothing. You go back to the extraction point or back to the checkpoint and you've got all your loot taken away. So for me, what I'd really like to see in the final release of The Division is some sort of icon bar above the player, or perhaps a cooldown. So if a player's gone rogue, they're still kind of maybe orange as opposed to white, so you know that they're potentially dangerous. Like I say, it just gives help, or it helps just give that kind of that bit of history on the player, so you know what you're stepping into. Also something that I think is really great, now this isn't my idea, I saw this on a Reddit thread that I was looking at the other day. The only way to extract your loot in the Division, or in the Dark Zone in the Division, is to call in a chopper extract. As soon as you call that chopper extract, everyone in the near area is notified that someone's called in an extract. So if they're prone to going rogue, they're going to hone in on you. Something that I think would work really well, and again this isn't my idea, is that there should be perhaps scattered crates or scattered chutes around the map, so that if you don't want the risk of going to an extraction point, you can just head off to one of these secure locations in the map where only you know where it is, and get rid of your loot that way. Now that seems too simple, so to kind of add the risk element into that, I think anyone that's extracting their loot by this way, there's a 50-50 chance if your loot's going to be extracted decontaminated. If it's contaminated, you can't extract it anyway. So the fact that you're kind of getting an easy out, you're getting your loot away without kind of meeting up on other players, there should still be a risk element tied up in that. And I think the kind of the risk that you're not going to get all of your loot extracted is kind of a fair trade, I guess. You're not facing off against other players, but instead you're taking a big risk if you're going to get everything or not. So for me, I think that would be a really great addition to the division, and it kind of keeps with the trust issues, keeps with the morality issues, because you know you still got both options available to you. It just depends, you know, if you've been stung a couple of times in the past. It happened to me in the beta quite a lot, you know, I'd be walking around quite a few times, collect some loot, I get taken out by rogue agents, and I'm like, okay fine, it happens, let's jump back in it, and I'd just be stuck in that loop for quite a long time. So having another extraction option to me would actually be of great benefit. So what do you guys think? As you know, I'm a big fan for a morality system as well as a secondary extraction option. What do you think? Did you like the beta just the way it was? Do you want to see any changes added to the Division final release? Are you pro a morality system? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm going to enjoy reading what other people have to say about this. I hope you enjoyed the videos, guys. Give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you did. And I'll catch you again next time.